Welcome back to my channel, y'all. We about to do Wednesday. I feel like I had to rush through season 1 just to get my output and views, and I just feel like that's just a pressure that I be putting up on myself because I just wanted to get season 1 out of the way because season 2 was coming up so close. But don't worry about it, I am about to do season 2 and not be rushed about it. It's so much better not being rushed. I get to get all my thoughts out and everything that I want to say. And I just feel like when I'm rushed, I don't get to say all of my opinions and all the things that I like about everything. Because that's what I be wanting to do. I be wanting to say everything I like about everything. So it starts off, she in a serial killer basement. It goes back 6 weeks before she ended up in the basement. Wednesday says that since she's been on summer break from school, well, y'all know they went on break early because of Pilgrim blowing up school. Wednesday is tied up in a serial killer basement. She got black tears coming from her eyes. Now, in the beginning, I thought those was red tears. I thought that was blood. Not knowing that it's Wednesday, that it would be black tears, baby. Since Nevermore summer break, she been studying one of her favorite things, which is serial killers. Why I love studying serial killers too. Girl, I might be a raven. She's studying her favorite serial killer, who been her favorite serial killer since she was 6 years old. And you can see little bitty Wednesday showing the class the serial killer. That is so adorable. She started investigating her favorite serial killer, trying to catch him because he haven't been caught. Oh, and she tied up sitting at a table, like it's like she in a basement tied up at a table with a bunch of dolls. So it's like a bunch of dolls at the table and her. That's them in the basement. That's pretty much all we saw in the basement. So she said she about to do the next worst thing in the world, girl, and that was catch a flight. Going through TSA. Cha. So relatable. That's my main thing, is that it's so relatable because, girl, don't nobody hate a flight more than me. She catch a flight and she going to Kansas City, Missouri. Is that the city? Because the serial killer is called the Kansas City serial killer. And all the dolls in the room is his victim. So he made a doll for each of his victims. She gets on the flight, y'all. Have all types of weapons. Knives, brass knuckles. So she have to empty out her pocket. Mace. They telling her to empty out her pocket. Thing got him a thing of hand sunscreen. And that's what she got in trouble for. They like, you cannot bring this on the plane. This is 3.5 ounces. Child. When she was investigating, she sent Thing to the police department where the evidence is, and Thing would get a bowling ball. Of all the evidence you can get, he got a clear bowling ball that had a rubber duck in it, and it was the serial killer's 11th victim, I think she said, but I could be wrong. But it was one of the serial killer victims' bowling ball, and she dropped it when she was taken by the serial killer. So she get the ball and she get a vision and she see things about the serial killer. Oh, you see that the serial killer has a business, like some kind of I don't know what it was. Pet grooming business. Something with pet. He goes to his van to open it, and then when we close the door, Wednesday right there, she was like, is your serial killer business also on Google? She goes to stun him, but the serial killer catch her hand, wrap up, tie up, and put her in the basement. She say he think he has me tied up. I'm gonna let him think that. He come down there and he made a Wednesday doll. I'm gonna say this as without sounding, I want that doll. I know it's gonna be sold somewhere. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna leave it alone. He made the Wednesday doll. I want one. Every time I think about the Wednesday doll, I'm gonna say I want one. She said, I got something for you. Thing is in one of his dolls that's sitting at the table. The doll opens his eyes, turn his head. Thing jump out at the man, of course, choking. Thing beat his, when I say beat his ass, Thing tore that man ass up. When he woke up from his ass whooping, she was, of course, untied. She had his knife. She was like, let's make a doll. He said, now it skips to what Wednesday's back at home, and she got a serial killer article hanging up in her room. They goes back, of course, to the house. Y'all, the Addams Family house looks exactly like it looked in the very first Addams Family. Was a cartoon. The very first Addams Family house, and anytime you seen an Addams Family movie, that house looked directly like that house. Fitting image. Morticia come up there and tell her it's time to go. Lurch done packed the bag in the car, and it's time for them to go to Nevermore. Morticia was just like, I feel like time went by so fast, like I barely got to spend some time with you since school was out and it's time for school to go back in. And then Wednesday was like, well, you know, I need my me time to write my novel. And she was like, when I get to read your novel? And Wednesday, in her mind, she said, basically when hell freezes over. But out loud, she was like, soon. So we see Pugsley. Y'all, Pugsley, it done got so big. Pugsley done got so big from season 1 to season 2. And that's just how it happened with little boys. One day they be a little boy and the next day they be like, damn. Pugsley has Uncle Fester power, where they be striking the little lightning lightning strikes and stuff. So he playing with it on the way, and she tell him to strike the stop sign or she gonna eject him out the car. He did strike the stop sign, and the stop sign fell down. Big car wreck happened from it not being a stop sign, and 2 cars colliding. It's a big old boom explosion behind them while they riding to Nevermore. So they riding to Nevermore, and then you see a car, cause clearly this stuff, which is like this day moved. So as Wednesday and them going to Nevermore, you see a car come past them, a little minivan type. It's a man that done set up a little picnic outside. The car that's passing by them is a lady, and she going to the man that's in the picnic outside, and they hugging. Then it's a man at the top of the hill that's looking down up on that couple and taking pictures. So clearly somebody having an affair. Somebody got somebody. Somebody finna have proof. The man that's taking the pictures, you can see a crow watch him. A crow or a raven? A crow or raven? I don't know the difference. I don't know. A black bird, baby. A big ass black bird is watching him. Half of the black bird got a red face. And I'm tell y'all what I think right now. I feel like that bird is Wednesday aunt. I don't know why I think that. Ophelia, I just feel like it. Cause why her name come up? Why this a new crow? I don't know. I feel like that crow gonna be Ophelia. That's just how my mind works. And a bunch of crows came. Oh, I know why I think it's a crow, because I thought it was a raven, another kind of blackbird. But the reason why I say it's a crow is because new sheriff, what is called, a deputy. So y'all know the deputy from Sheriff Galpin. He had that black chubby lady that was his deputy. Now she the sheriff. She said it was a crow, so that what made me say it. A whole bunch of crows. They attacked the man. The man got in his van, closed the door, made a phone call. On the phone call, he was like, "They see me?" or something. He was like, "They see me," or "They right here. And if I don't make it, the evidence," oh, he was like, "They're onto me, and if I don't make it, the evidence is in the bullpen." That's what he said on the message. Y'all hung up the phone. When he hung up the phone, he look in the back seat of his van, and it's a whole bunch of crows. They tear his ass up. He dead. They ate his eyes out his head. They ain't show us that part. We only saw that part after Wednesday walked up on the crime scene. So they arrive at Nevermore, and of course it's Pugsley first year, so they get to sign him in and stuff. But of course Wednesday is returning. Wednesday is like a little celebrity at the school, popular now, because she saved the school from the pilgrim. So all the kids just excited to see Wednesday, like, "Ooh, there she go, there she go." And a group of girls come up with her because she had an autograph. And then Bianca come and tell them, "Shoot, yeah, it was just cute." Now Bianca looked the same, Wednesday looked the same, Morticia looked the same, Gomez looked the same. Pugsley is different. Pugsley done grew up. I actually didn't look to see if Pugsley is the same little boy, but personally I don't think he is. Pugsley done grew up. Eugene done grew up. Enid done grew up a little bit. Enid done matured. So Enid's still the same Enid, but she just matured. Who else matured in the same is Ajax. Then she meet the new principal, which is, I don't know. He a weirdo. I don't know about this principal, and I don't know. I don't like the way he look. I don't like the way he talk. And I am saying this because I don't watch it to the end. And just the way he said that to Bianca, and the way he talk about Miss Wings, I don't like you. Now, I don't even know if it's going to, well, we do know it's going to be a bad guy. I don't think the principal the bad, well, it's according to what the bad guy gonna do. Because the principal could be the bad guy. Because I don't even like the principal at all, period. And then I don't know. I don't have a real... Yes, I do. The real reason is the way he treated Bianca in that office. Telling her he want her to use her siren song to get people to sign up for the fundraiser. And she had already said that she don't have time. She got other activities that she doing. He was like, "Well, yeah, I think you should do it. Because we need money for the fundraiser. And you a siren, so I need you to use your power of persuasion to get people to sign up. Because... ain't you a scholarship student? And since you're a scholarship student, the first thing that's gonna go is the scholarships." Oh, you one of those. Wednesday meet the new principal. She goes to her room. Enid, because now she done wolfed out. Y'all know wolves hangs and pack. And she just tell them to get out. And they just all get out. But it's so funny. It's so cute how Enid is now with the wolf pack. Enid tell Wednesday she got her gift. She like, "Nope, it's not Snoop." But she got a little t-shirt, like a band t-shirt. Don't get me to quoting it. And then Wednesday, "I got you a gift too." Wednesday got her one of them damn dolls from that man that from the serial killer child. And Enid like, her hair soft. Wednesday was like, it's because it's real human hair. After they gifted each other, Ajax knocked on the door. Wednesday said it better not be none of them groupies. So that's the first time we see Ajax again. He asked for Enid, and Wednesday like, she not here. And he left her a unicorn to get her in. Wednesday like this. She slams the door. Enid like, I know how much you hate being in relationship drama. Ooh, what you say? She was like, I know how much you hate relationship drama, but let me tell you what's been going on. Wednesday was like, 25 words or less. Enid was like, I just feel like I've outgrown Ajax. He still think I'm the same little girl that I was when he first met me. I've just grown. I've matured. Wednesday went to open the closet and an arrow came shooting out with a Polaroid on it with Wednesday. What did that say though? And on the Polaroid, it has Wednesday eyes X'd out. What does the Polaroid say? I don't remember. I don't remember what the Polaroid say, but it's a picture of Wednesday talking to the new principal when she had first got there. And it had something written on Wednesday, touch it, get a vision. But she can't see who it is that took the picture because she didn't see them when she was in that area, but she didn't see them. She got a stalker. Enid like, you got a stalker? And she was like, don't be jealous. Pugsley is in the room with Eugene. Of course, Pugsley nervous, and Pugsley just, I don't know, being annoying, trying to hang with Eugene, and Eugene already is his own little nerd little self. Eugene now say he control bugs, because in the first one he could control the bees, which I didn't know until the end of Wednesday. I didn't know Eugene could control the bees. I only thought he was like a beekeeper until he used the bees to attack Miss Thornhill. Got a bunch of caterpillars in the thing. Pugs looking at the caterpillars, ooh, those look like some juicy snacks. Eugene like, they're pets. When they first meet, they shake hands. He ended up shocking Eugene. Pugsley asked Eugene, can he go with him? He was like, no, I'm already doing you a favor by rooming with you. He was like, I'm doing that for Wednesday, but I don't want to do too much too fast. But girl, what you say? All that moving to us click clacking, I don't know. I don't know who you is. I know you Wednesday brother, but I don't know how we gonna slow down. Slow down, hold on. So then Ajax come in and introduce himself. He's the room advisor. So like he the dorm advisor. So he got him a little status. He a little senior type situation. So he introduced himself. Pugsley asked Ajax, can you stun me with your snakes? He like, no. Jean asked Ajax, do you and Enid still talk or have she came to her senses? He ain't answer him neither. He like, y'all got any question about the dorm? Oh, okay, well, I'm out. Morticia on my side, the principal is asking Morticia, will she be some type of, girl, I don't know, work at the school doing something. Wednesday walk up. Gomez say, you met my daughter? And he was like, yeah, I met the prodigal child. She was like, stay here for what? Talking about Morticia staying at the school. He said, because Xavier got locked up, his daddy withdrew him from the school and took his funding. So Wednesday was like, Xavier not coming back to school? He like, no, so he enrolled in another school. Your fault, because you got that boy locked up. That's why they having fundraisers and trying to make up for them loss of funds. So then he take them to a little house that's on the property that Miss Thornhill used to stay at. Morticia was mortified with all that pink in their house. Mortified. Her face says, I'm terrified. Her face say, oh my God, what is this? Morticia is clutching her pearls. He just tell them to stay the night to make up their mind and see if they'll do it. Wednesday getting ready to go. Morticia is telling her she know it's hard since nobody has reached out from her bloodline to guide her since Goody. And she's sorry about that, but maybe her staying on campus, she could be of help. Wednesday tell her she already know that Morticia is a dove, and by her being a raven, she can't teach her nothing. Morticia say, but I know a lot about ravens because her sister was a raven. Wednesday was like, you talking about Aunt Ophelia? Because you never talk about her. Morticia was like, yeah. Wednesday walk out the door. She was like, I'm good, but you need to be watching your son. Him being tall and male ain't gonna save him. Look out for him because he gonna need a lot of help. She left and then Gomez asked Morticia, was she okay? She said no. Wednesday hiding something, and I be damned if history repeat itself. So somebody else was hiding something, which make it seem like somebody was hiding some child. Wednesday walked through the woods with Thing and telling him she ain't gonna tell her mama about the black tears, and he better not tell her mama about the black tears. And then they come up on the crime scene of the man that got killed by the crows. And that's when we see that the sheriff is now the deputy from the last one. And she was like, hey, Wednesday. Wednesday was like, hey, Sheriff, whatever her name is. I got to get her name. And then Sheriff said, I hope I could be better than my predecessor. Wednesday said, that's a low bar. That's when you see that the man eyeballs is gone. They putting him on the stretcher. It's a man over there covered up not covered up, but like bundled up jacket on. Wednesday see him, he runs off. Wednesday run behind him, ends up kicking him, he falls. He stands up, it's in Sheriff Galpin. Well, he ain't sheriff no more, so it's Galpin, and she asks him what he doing out here. So Galpin tell Wednesday, he was like, you is drawn to this crime scene like a moth to a flame. And then Wednesday told Galpin, she was like, you should have used your keen psychological ability to save your son. And she walked off. Galpin told her, just come find me when you keep looking at finding stuff. And he was like, remember, the birds are always watching. And then that big bird up there with that little red thing is up there. Because at the crime scene, it's like a bunch of dead birds. And that's what the sheriff said. The sheriff was like, looked like he was attacked by, she was like, a cackle of crows or some shit had said, child. I don't know. It was a bunch of dead crows and then him dead, child. It was too much. Oh, and she was like, and then we got 2 witnesses. One man is the manager of the supermarket. The young lady is the cashier. She was like, I guess they was out here having a rendezvous. Boom. We goes to the dorm and AJ, he's telling everybody in their dorm. The first night at, I forget their dorm name, but at the dorm, they tell a story about the Skull Tree boy. So he tell a story about a Skull Tree boy that went to Nevermore. That was, what he said about the boy, child. The boy needed a heart. I don't know. He made his own heart. He blew himself up and buried under the Skull Tree. But the heart that he had made still ticking if you put your ear up against the tree by the left eye. Then we skip to the principal meeting Bianca. He called Bianca to his office and she come, of course, happily. And he make her the offer. She say no, she too busy to take on another project. And that's when he tell her, well, ain't she on scholarship? Because that's going to be the first thing to go is scholarship. So basically telling her if she don't persuade people to give to the fundraiser, then she ain't gonna be able to go to school there. Back at Wednesday room after she leave the woods, Enid done made Thing a little house. It's so cute. It got a little scissors. It's so cute. It got a little ring in it. It's so cute. So that Thing, you deserve your own space as well. And then all the little wolves, they woofing out and happy. Wednesday walk in, see them, and just walk back out. Wednesday go to the music room and play her cello. In walks the music teacher. Is she a redhead too? Yeah, she a redhead. So we know she not gonna be the killer, or because the last teacher that was like that was the killer, so I doubt they make the same person the killer, because she looks just like Miss Thornhill. Her name is Capri, but she don't meet her just yet. She playing the cello. So why she playing the cello? You know, when Wednesday playing the cello, then they show you frames of what everybody else is doing. Morticia is reading her sister Ophelia's diary, and in the diary it just say black tears, and it got a bunch of pages of her. She ain't really talking nothing about the black tears. She just drawing black tears. Huxley got a map in his room and he is looking how to get to the Skull Tree. He uses zapping powers and he zapped a dead spider alive. Galpin is watching old movies of where Tyler was a little boy and his mama pushing him on the swing and he drinking alcohol. The principal is opening a crate. It's like a self-portrait of Miss Wing. The killer is cutting Wednesday eyes out of a photo. I mean, why am I calling the killer? They ain't killed nobody. Well, not the killer, but somebody. The stalker is cutting Wednesday eyes out of a picture. She stopped playing. She meet Miss Capri. She come in. Like I said, I don't think Miss Capri gonna be the killer or the stalker or none of that, because she looked just like Miss Thornhill. Why would they make the same people? The principal got the telekinesis kids. They building a big bird out of thick statue thing. The principal is talking to Morticia and say he gonna find her a good student. Bianca walk up and she says hi, that she gonna do it, which means she taking him up on his offer. Wednesday in her room with Enid. Enid tell her Xavier wrote you a note and sent you a picture. Xavier wrote Wednesday and then he just saying he ain't gonna be at school, but he saw this vision and he know it has to be for her. And it was the crow. And the what's the name? She uncovered a picture. It was of a crow sitting on top of a tombstone. He said, hope this helped. In the letter, he said, you must have lost the phone that I gave you because you ain't been responding. Enid said, you got a phone? She was like, I dropped it in the tub. Girl, on purpose. Okay? On purpose, she dropped it in the tub. Wednesday look away and she see her typewriter been used. She asked Thing, she said, you use my typewriter? Of course, Thing ain't used typewriter. She read the paper and it said read in the good books lately. Open the drawer where her book at. Her book is gone. It's another letter in there and a picture where the girl, where whoever cut out her eyes is in that drawer. She like, they got my book. And Enid was like, you ain't got no copy of your book? And she was like, no. And Wednesday done took 2 years to write this book. She was like, I need to go get my book. The stalker saying that the book gonna be at the bottom of the pile, which is that bird thing that the principal got them kids built. So he said, I'll meet you under the pile. When they get to the pile with field day that they used to have to welcome to school, Pugsley tell Eugene that he going to the woods. He like, I'm finna get ready to go to the woods to find a boy. Eugene was like, oh yeah, no, I ain't going because the principal finna recognize me with Wednesday. Wednesday go looking for the book. Ajax catch Enid. He like, it seems like you been dodging me. What's been up? She be like, oh, I just been busy. I ain't had no phone, doing wolf camp, and just a whole bunch of excuses or whatever. And she be like, and then you know Wednesday go follow behind Wednesday because Wednesday now going under the pile to get her book. Then the boy Bruno, that I don't know if Enid like him or not, but he part of the wolf pack. He came over there to tell Enid, you can come over here. And Enid was like, okay, I'm gonna be there in a minute. Oh, before Wednesday go up under the pile, a bunch of kids bumped into her front and back. She goes in her pocket, razor blade, cut her pocket, and open up a note. And the note said, I don't know, read the note. That's what the note said. Because I don't actually remember what the note said. Pugsley going to the tree. Principal get up there to make his speech. He say he abolishing the nightshade. There will be no more secret societies. He was like, everybody in the school is a nightshade. I forgot to tell y'all that back Wednesday and Enid first got in, Enid was like, I'm gonna try to join the nightshade, and something that's like, she was telling Wednesday what her goals were for this school year. So you know it's gonna piss the nightshades off and the kids that wanted to join. So the principal standing up there, he throws a ball of fire at the pyre. Wednesday is up underneath trying to get her book. So he sets it on fire. Kids with telekinesis, they makes the bird take off and fly. Enid yelling for Wednesday to come on. It's about to be set on fire. Thing digging a little hole or something. I forgot what Thing doing. He trying to help. Enid end up going to try to tell principal that Wednesday is under the pyre. Wednesday comes out. She got her book. It's smoking. But she did save her book. She's standing before the thing. He was like, oh, there go our student of the hour or something like that. He was like, you and your buddy, we made this poster for you. Girl, that man snatched that thing off that poster, and Wednesday sitting up there with a smile on her face on that poster. A smile on her face. Kissed her clean off. Her mama knew she was pissed. Her mama and her daddy. They knew she was pissed. The principal, you knew here. You don't know she... Bianca knew she was pissed. Pissed. She gave a little speech, went off, told them they're a bunch of imbeciles. Don't put her up on no throne, because putting her on the throne, she's going to burn it down. And she set that little poster he had up there on fire. Set it on fire and walked off. Enid like, Wednesday, why do you have to be so Wednesday and ruin my moment? That wasn't just for you. That was for all of us. She was like, and I'm your best friend. She scolding Wednesday. So Wednesday have a vision from Enid touching her. In the vision is that tombstone and then a bunch of crows. And then that crow with the redness. I don't even know if the crow with the redness was there though, to be exact. But I do know it was a bunch of crows. And a crow sitting on top of the tombstone. And the tombstone said rest in peace. And the tombstone was for Enid Sinclair, baby. Blew me. Blew you. Blew us. When she looked at the tombstone, in the vision, she looked at the tombstone. She turned around and it's Enid. And Enid reaching for her neck. And she was like, this is because of you, Wednesday. And Wednesday is falling out in real life and looking like she having a seizure. Black tears start pouring. Morticia walks up. Pugsley end up going to the tree. What's the tree called? The skull tree. End up going to the skull tree. He put his ear to the skull tree and he heard the ticking of the heartbeat. Because I told y'all, like, the heart still be ticking. That was the thing, that you could still hear the heart ticking in the tree. Puts the tree to it. And then a bird fly. The bird fly out of the tree. Scare Pugsley. He falls down. And when he fall down, he's shocking the ground. Shocks the ground. And the boy that's supposed to be buried at the tree, y'all, come up out the ground. He done shocked the boy alive. The boy done came up out the ground. He looked like a monster. That what it looked like to me, a monster. So yeah, he done shot like a Frankenstein type situation. I don't even know what this is. And now it's got me thinking, like, is Pugsley gonna have him a little homeboy that's following him around that's gonna be dead looking? I don't know. We don't know. A hand came up out the grave, but it had a glove on, and it was the little, well, it ain't no little boy. This a big old lurchy looking thing. It's a big, he's a grown man. At first, Pugsley got a little shocked face, like he's shocked or scared, but then he started laughing. That's the end of episode 1. Now, after watching episode 1, I don't know. Like I said, that crow or that raven, because I think that's a raven. So I think the raven, half of that red face, I think that's going to be her Aunt Ophelia. I don't know what this is, what this mean about this tombstone, about her dreaming that Enid died. I don't know. Child, I think gonna kill Enid in the show, Lord Jesus. Child, we don't know what's going on. I don't know nothing about nothing. It's a stalker. I don't know who could be the stalker. I don't have no inkling of an idea. Nothing. I told y'all everything I thought. Doing the thing. Because at this point, we don't know. But yeah, we shall find out. So y'all, I'm going to watch episode 2 tonight. But yeah. I'm so excited. And y'all, I want that Wednesday doll. That'll just make my Halloween season. And I ain't picked out nothing for Halloween yet. I don't got no theme. I ain't did nothing for Halloween yet. So thank y'all for tuning in. I'll see y'all in the next one. I wish Xavier was here so she could have had a boyfriend. I mean, not saying that was going to be her boyfriend. Because look at Ajax and Enid. But we shall see. Y'all have a great rest of y'all day. And I'll see y'all later.